Fire Emblem Engages Somniel is a hub area where you can perform crucial army management tasks that are critical to any typical playthrough. I have already beaten the game without using the Draconic Time Crystal, so this time I have decided to crank up the difficulty, up the ante, and beat the game on its hardest difficulty without resetting, reloading, or rewinding, and additionally not using any of the Somniel's features. I'll be playing on Maddening difficulty as an Ironman challenge, which means that I cannot reset maps or use the Draconic Time Crystal for any reason, meaning that mistakes are permanent and dead characters stay dead. If I fail the run, then I must start over from the beginning. In this no Somniel playthrough, I will also not enter the Somniel or use any of its features, except in the few cases where I'm forced inside, and if I am, I will leave immediately and not use any of the amenities, discarding or not using any bonus items that are forced on me. To summarize the features that I cannot use under this restriction, I cannot forge or engrave weapons, eat meals or stat bonuses, fight in the arena for bonus experience, upgrade bond levels by spending bond fragments, inherit skills from emblems onto my characters, obtain any bond rings, use the mysterious well, or any other miscellaneous Somniel feature. I also cannot access any DLC content, including the additional Paralogues, Emblem bracelets, or the Forging log, because their use requires Somniel access. Online features will also be turned off for this run. Overall, a significant number of advantages and features available in the normal game are simply inaccessible, and the game will be much more difficult than normal. My army will be much weaker than in the typical playthrough due to lacking forges, engraves, and skills, and many strong strategies that most players might use are simply unavailable. So you might be wondering, with all these restrictions, what's left? I will still be able to use the 12 base game emblems, and features that are available from the world map are still available, such as the item shop and armory. I can also advance bond and support conversations because those are also accessible from the world map. I am allowed to play all of the base game paralogs, and can also try my luck with a few skirmish maps that are available in Maddening difficulty, though these are typically extremely dangerous and provide very little material benefit. All of this sums up to what I consider to be a purer version of the Fire Emblem Engage experience, the ultimate challenge, so to speak, where I will have to rely solely on emblem mechanics and uninvested characters because I have barely any resources to invest. I will need to pull out every stop and use every trick, exploit, and cheese strategy I have at my disposal to make my way through, and by eschewing nearly every mechanic that people could possibly consider overpowered or unfair, maybe I can finally beat the game for real.